And even when these kids go to school, how they hang out with their friends, yeah, even how they, talk to teachers, you can see they just stand out, man. They have an air. I love it. Yeah, when they play sports, by the way, even in rugby, because I keep on talking about rugby because you guys know my background. Bruh, they stand out. Kid has ideas, man. And I found out, it's because of how they were raised. That confidence. But for certain people, the majority of people out there, it's almost as if there's, this whole cultural pressure, right? Yeah, many parents raise children using very outdated and rigid cultural expectations. You're not supposed to speak when parents are around. I'm your uncles and your fam. So you carry that whole mentality even to the workspace. You don't ask questions, important questions. You can't even think. Fam, even if you have a different perspective to a conversation, in a meeting, at work, you're afraid of making your point clear. And then the worst of it all, isn't it? And then the worst thing is economic disempowerment. I get it. It's not easy. It's not easy, Sam. There's some parents who are raised from a very, difficult background, for lack of a better word. And now you're grown, you get into, you've malized uni, your parents are aging, but guess what? The only thing they left you with are your papers. Yeah? Nothing. No biashara, no money in the account. You don't even have like a trust fund. It's crazy. I could go on and on and on. And even, bro, one of the things that I actually learned from my experience just having conversations with psychologists, deep thinkers, there's this thing for wounded parents, generational curses. You get some parents who are also raised by hurt parents. Your grandparents hurt your parents. Yeah, so your parents are wounded. They're broken. Yeah, so they raised you in a sense of fear and scarcity. Right? You know what they say. Hurt people usually hurt people. That's my thinking. Because I'm just like, and then now you have to take after that energy. You bring it out here. The only thing you see on TV, in fact, everything you see on TV just pisses you off. You read things on the newspapers, you just don't see any opportunity for your life. You're always looking at the negative sides of life. Right? Yeah. You have a bit of resources. You can't even share them with your friends. You're very protective. You're like, oh my God, man. Taisha, oh my God. You know what I mean, right? So, guys, what do you think, man? So is it true when they say parents are to blame for how broken many young Kenyans are? At the same time, I probably shouldn't put it on parents only. Yeah. The system in itself is rotten. So that's typical of what Kenyans usually say. I was like, oh, Kev, it's horrible, man. Oh, my God, I can't handle the news. Most of the time these days, Kev, I don't even watch the news. I don't even buy newspapers anymore, bro. Too much negativity. The internet, I can't handle it. In fact, I decided to get off social media. Imazidi. I can't bear it. Some people, these days I even check you guys just wearing the earphones when they go to work. You're like, oh, I can't handle my toxic colleagues at work. Right? So this is, the system in itself. The economy, when the economy is dilapidated as it is right now, because guys pretty much don't have that much money on their pockets, you tend to have an energy. Like, you kind of difficult to even engage with. Yeah, so what are your thoughts, man? 0719-012-600. I'll be reading those comments in just a bit. If you're just joining us, very, very simple question that I have for you. Are parents to blame for how many young Kenyans, and I don't even think it's just young Kenyans, by the way, how Kenyans are broken, their parents, how they were raised? Yeah, let's talk about this, guys. It's right now 5:30. Also, in just a bit, I'll keep you posted on matters traffic. There's the traffic now is building up pretty much across major roads. And remember, you can stream live on www.spicefm.co.ke.
The Spice Drive, the official soundtrack of getting you where you need to be.
Yeah. You know what? I like to play it.